Have you ever found it difficult to express your love and value in a relationship? In today's busy and stressful life, many of us may feel confused about how to express love in a deep and meaningful way. Maybe you've tried before, but words seem insufficient to convey your emotions. Or you feel that words are easily overlooked or misunderstood. Today, we will explore with you how to show your love authentically and powerfully without using words. Based on valuable lessons from Stoicism, we will help you understand how to use actions, gestures, and attitudes to convey your love and appreciation. These are not just simple tips, but practical methods to help you build deep and lasting relationships. This video will not only change how you perceive love and relationships, but also help you build a meaningful and happy life. You will learn how to harness the power of actions to express love, creating genuine and trustworthy connections. By applying Stoic principles to daily life, you will discover your inner strength, become stronger, and know how to appreciate and love correctly. Make sure to watch the entire video to avoid missing any important messages. If you find this video helpful, please share it with your friends and family to spread meaningful values. Join us on this journey so that each passing day is filled with love and meaning. Let's start right now. Lesson 1. Understanding your true value. So, how does Stoicism relate to understanding your value in relationships? Stoics believe in focusing on what we can control. And guess what? Your self-worth is entirely within your control. It's not about the number of likes you get on social media or whether someone pays attention to you. It's about how you see and appreciate yourself. Imagine this. You are a precious gem. Not everyone recognizes the value of a rare gem, right? Some people might pass by without realizing its significance, but that doesn't lessen the gem's value. It remains precious, rare, and unique. That's you. Your value doesn't decrease because someone overlooks it. Let's be honest. We've all experienced rejection and felt inadequate, especially in today's world, where everyone seems to be thriving. But here's the truth from a Stoic perspective. Your value doesn't depend on others' validation. It's connected to how you behave, your principles, and your actions. Are you compassionate? Are you honest? Do you live in a way that aligns with your values? That's where your true worth lies. Stoics believe in self-reflection, so take a moment to consider your qualities. Not just the obvious ones, but also the deeper aspects. What truly makes you stand out? Are you empathetic? Are you resilient? Are you a reliable friend? These characteristics form the core of your value. And here's the key. When you truly understand and appreciate these qualities, it changes how you engage in relationships. You won't tolerate nonsense, not because you're arrogant, but because you respect yourself. Here's a simple Stoic practice for you. Next time you feel undervalued, instead of letting self-doubt take over, ask yourself, what virtues and values do I bring? Remind yourself of those. This isn't boasting. It's quietly acknowledging that you have value regardless of external validation. Like Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. So in relationships, it's about finding strength in your own value, your self-worth, whether others recognize it or not. Always remember, understanding your value isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing journey, a practice that develops over time. It's about waking up each day and acknowledging that you have worth. Not because of someone else's opinion, but because of the inherent qualities that make you who you are. Why is this important? Because every day is a new opportunity for you to affirm your value. Every time you face a challenge or difficulty, you can look in the mirror and say, I have value, I am worthy. This is not just a statement, but a commitment to yourself. A reminder that your value lies in how you treat yourself and others. You have control over your mind and how you choose to view life. With this power, you can overcome any difficulty and challenge, and continue to grow, becoming the best version of yourself each day. Epictetus, one of the famous Stoic philosophers, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This emphasizes that your value doesn't depend on what others do or say, but on how you choose to face and respond. You can choose to become stronger, wiser, and more appreciative of your value every day. Live with the confidence and understanding that your true worth is never diminished by others' judgments. Lesson 2. Presenting yourself with dignity. Before you picture a Stoic as a stern, unsmiling figure from ancient times, let me clarify. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or being indifferent. It's about understanding what is worthy of your energy and what is not. And guess what? How you present yourself is worthy of your energy. So let's talk about what it means to present yourself with dignity in relationships. Have you ever noticed that sometimes we go to great lengths to impress someone only to lose sight of who we really are? We change the way we dress, the way we talk, all in the hope of gaining acceptance. But here's the key point, and where our calm and wise perspective comes in. Your self-respect has nothing to do with your fashion sense or the trendy places you frequent. It's about how you present yourself, the things you do, and the decisions you make. Imagine you are in a classroom, observing two students giving presentations. One student is flashy, using big words and gestures to impress the audience, while the other is calm and speaks confidently without any pretense. Which student do you think will leave a lasting impression? Often, it's the one who is genuine and comfortable with themselves, right? This highlights the importance of presenting yourself with dignity. Stoics, known for their philosophy of self-control and virtue, emphasize the importance of living authentically and respecting oneself. So, how does this apply to dating today? It's simple. Be your true self. If you love getting lost in books, embrace that. If you have a strong passion for something, let it shine. It's not about pretending to be someone else. It's about being comfortable and confident in who you truly are, knowing that you have value as yourself. And here's another important point: self-respect. How you treat yourself sets the standard for how others will treat you. If you constantly criticize yourself, you're implicitly telling others they can do the same. However, when you respect yourself, cherish your time, energy, and emotions, you make a strong statement. I deserve respect, and I expect to be treated that way. Think about what Epictetus, a wise Stoic philosopher, once said. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. In relationships, it's not just about your appearance or words. It's about how you react, how you conduct yourself in various situations. Do you react with desperation or dignity? Do you compromise your principles to fit in? Or do you stand firm, even if it means standing alone? This doesn't require perfection. We're all human, with flaws and awkward moments. What's important is how you handle those moments. Do you crumble under pressure, or do you stand firm, learn, and move forward? Take a moment to reflect. How can we start showing more dignity? This might include setting clear boundaries or rejecting things that don't align with our values. It could also mean treating yourself with more compassion and respect. When you see yourself as deserving of respect, others will begin to see it too. Let's take a specific example from everyday life. Suppose you are in an important meeting at work. While some colleagues might use flashy language and grandstanding to impress, you choose to present your ideas honestly and confidently, without trying to be someone else. After the meeting, the initial reaction might not be enthusiastic, but gradually, your colleagues and boss will start to notice and respect your authenticity and confidence. You've made a deep and lasting impression because you presented yourself with dignity and respect. This not only helps you build better relationships at work, but also helps you feel confident and comfortable with yourself. That's the power of presenting yourself with dignity, according to Stoic philosophy. Lesson 3: The Art of Nonverbal Communication. I understand this may seem classic or rigid at first, but hear me out. This isn't about being unapproachable. It's about respecting yourself and recognizing your worth. So what does Stoicism say about this? Stoicism teaches us to control ourselves and maintain our strength, but not in a strict or boring way. It's about understanding what truly matters and not easily losing sight of it. In a world where we want everything instantly and constantly swipe through everything, Stoicism feels like a breath of fresh air. Think about this. In relationships or when we are getting to know someone, there is often a rush to share everything: our time, space, deepest emotions. But Stoics would suggest taking a step back. Why? Because when something is always available, it loses its specialness. It's human nature. If you're always there whenever someone needs you, always saying yes to everything, where's the intrigue, the mystery, the anticipation? Epictetus, one of the famous Stoic philosophers, once said, "Don't let your happiness depend on things outside your control." This is a valuable lesson about holding on to your principles and respecting yourself. Setting boundaries isn't about playing games or controlling situations. It's about respecting yourself and sticking to your principles. Let's talk about setting boundaries gracefully, in a Stoic way. First, it starts with your appearance. Dressing stylishly yet modestly isn't just about looks. It sends a message: I respect myself. You're not hiding, but you're not revealing everything right away either. It's about finding a balance, showing that there's more to me than what you see. Another important aspect is managing your time and focus. In a super-connected world, discerning who deserves your time is a meaningful choice. This isn't about playing games. It's about stating, my time is valuable and I prioritize it thoughtfully. When you are with someone, be fully present and engaged. However, when you're not with them, it's okay to not be available, to devote your energy to your own life, hobbies, and personal growth. Stoicism also emphasizes emotional self-control. It doesn't encourage becoming cold or detached. Instead, it encourages maintaining a balanced perspective. This means not letting trivial things affect you deeply. It's about protecting your inner peace and tranquility. You don't give your emotional energy to everyone. It's something to be earned, just like you selectively allocate your time and attention. For example, imagine you're starting a new relationship. Initially, you might be excited and want to share everything about yourself. But from a Stoic perspective, slow down. Let the other person discover you gradually, bit by bit. This not only creates curiosity and interest, but also allows you to retain a part of yourself, preserving your autonomy and self-worth. I'm not suggesting you become emotionless or distant like a Stoic statue. We're all human, and genuine connections are essential for a fulfilling life. However, there's something special about taking things slowly, about forming connections not just based on immediate gratification. It's about creating meaningful, deep, and lasting relationships that go beyond instant access and quick fixes. Let's be more selective, calm, and stoic in our approach to relationships. It's about finding a balance between openness and discernment, between sharing and holding back a bit. When you do this, you not only protect yourself, but also create a powerful allure. You send a message that you value yourself and are not easily swayed. And this has a significant impact on how others perceive and treat you. Let's celebrate our self-worth and embrace a bit of Stoicism in modern dating. Leave a comment below with your feelings and thoughts about this lesson. We look forward to hearing your insights. Lesson 4. Being ready to walk away. In Stoicism, there is a powerful idea about letting go, not in a detached or uncaring way, but in understanding what we can change and what we cannot. One of the most powerful actions we can take is deciding whether to stay or leave a situation that doesn't align with our mental well-being. This becomes especially important in relationships. We've all been there, right? Staying in a place where we know we deserve better, yet we choose to stay. It might be fear of being alone, fear of change, or simply holding on to hope for improvement. But this is where Stoicism steps in. True strength comes from realizing that we have the power to choose whether to stay or leave situations that contradict our principles, and we can choose a different path. This doesn't mean you should give up as soon as things get tough. Relationships require effort, understanding, and time. However, it's crucial to understand your values and principles so deeply that when something completely conflicts with them, you're ready to walk away. It's about having the inner resilience, the Stoic courage, to assert, "I respect myself too much to accept less than I deserve." Let's delve deeper into this idea. Being ready to walk away is all about self-respect. It means standing firm in what you believe and knowing your worth. Sometimes it's not a dramatic exit. Sometimes it's a peaceful choice, a calm realization that this isn't right for you. Sure, it can be scary. I get that feeling. The uncertainty of the future can be daunting. But think about our Stoic friends. They emphasize the importance of facing challenges with courage and embracing life's uncertainties. It's about understanding that sometimes the bravest act is letting go of something that doesn't align with your path. This perspective can change everything. When you're in a relationship and you know you're there because it reflects your values, not because you're afraid to leave, it changes the whole dynamic. You're not staying out of desperation or fear. You're staying because it's your true choice. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "He who is free is the one who knows how to despise what is not within his control." This reminds us that true freedom comes from letting go of what doesn't serve us. When you bravely walk away from what doesn't benefit you, you make room for better things. It's like clearing out the past to welcome the future. It's about having faith that better things are waiting for you and giving yourself the chance to discover them. Remember, being ready to walk away isn't about becoming cold or uncaring. It's about valuing and caring for yourself enough to say, "I deserve something better." It's about embodying Stoicism in the face of difficulties, understanding that our worth doesn't depend on anyone or anything else. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to make a tough decision about staying or leaving? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Don't be shy. Your story is valuable and can inspire others. Lesson 5. Setting boundaries silently. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of action over words. Stoics encourage demonstrating your beliefs rather than just talking about them, which is particularly important when it comes to setting boundaries in relationships. Talking about your boundaries is one thing, but showing them through actions has a much greater impact. Consider this. It's easy to declare, I will not accept being treated poorly. But the real test comes when you encounter such behavior. Will you stand firm in your boundaries or give in? That's where true strength lies, not in words, but in actions. I understand that this is not simple. It can be challenging, especially when emotions are involved. However, remember the wisdom of the Stoics. We have the power to choose our reactions to situations. If someone crosses your boundaries, your response is what establishes and enforces that boundary, not just your words. Imagine a situation where honesty is a core value for you and someone lies. How you react in that moment shows how serious you are about your boundary. Whether you calmly address the issue or decide to step back, your actions demonstrate your commitment to your values. This is not about causing trouble. It's about showing self-respect by responding in a way that aligns with your beliefs. This approach can make a real difference in relationships. When others see that you have clear boundaries and are willing to enforce them, they will better understand what you will and will not tolerate. This not only helps you maintain healthy relationships, but also foster self-respect and adherence to your principles. A fundamental concept in Stoicism is the importance of daily actions. It's not just the big events that matter, but also the everyday moments. How do you react when plans change suddenly, or when someone doesn't appreciate you enough? Do you let it slide? Or do you calmly convey through words and actions that such behavior is unacceptable? This is where Stoic mindfulness comes into play. It's about being aware of the present moment and how you respond to it. Are your actions consistent with your boundaries? Are you being true to yourself? It's crucial to pay attention to these small moments, as that's often where your boundaries are truly tested. As we go through our days and interact with others, try to embody a bit of Stoicism in demonstrating your boundaries. This isn't about being stubborn or inflexible. It's about having an inner guide that shapes how we act and react. And trust me, when you adopt this approach, people will notice. They will start to see you as someone who not only sets boundaries, but also values themselves enough to uphold them. What are the benefits of practicing this in your life? Firstly, you'll feel more confident and self-respecting. When you know how to set and protect your boundaries, you won't worry about being taken advantage of or disrespected. Secondly, your relationships will become healthier. Others will understand and respect you more, and you will attract people who share your values and principles. Finally, you'll achieve inner peace. Stoicism teaches that we should only concern ourselves with what we can control. When you master your boundaries, you'll reduce unnecessary worries and stress, focusing on what truly matters and living a more fulfilling life. Try applying these principles to your daily life, and you will see positive changes. It's not just about words, but about concrete, decisive, and consistent actions. Be someone who sets boundaries silently but powerfully, and your life will become more balanced and happier. Leave a comment below with your feelings and thoughts about this lesson. We look forward to hearing your insights. Lesson 6. Actions speak louder than words. Stoicism, as we've learned, is about practical wisdom. It means evaluating people based on what they do, not just what they say. In today's world, many people can say nice things, but few actually follow through with their actions. This is especially true in relationships. Stoics advise us to see beyond appearances and focus on actions rather than words. Stoics encourage us to pay attention to actions because actions reveal what is real. Think about this. It's easy for someone to say all the right things, make promises, and describe a seemingly perfect future. But do they actually do what they say? Do their actions support their words? That's where the truth lies. Let's be honest, haven't we all experienced this? We meet someone, they say wonderful things, and we get drawn in. But over time, their actions don't match their words. They promise to call, but don't. They make plans but cancel at the last minute. Yet we still cling to their words. This is when our inner Stoic mindset needs to take charge. Stoicism reminds us not to be swayed by words or overwhelmed by emotions. It's about thinking logically and seeing reality clearly. When someone's actions don't match their words, it's a warning sign. It's like the universe saying, "Hey, pay attention. Something's not right here." This mindset changes how you handle relationships. Instead of getting swept away by sweet words and promises, you start paying attention to the small details. How do they behave under pressure? Do they keep their promises? Are they there for you, not just in words, but in meaningful actions? Let's take a specific example. You have a new friend who always promises to help you when you need it. But when you actually need help, they always have an excuse. You might feel disappointed and doubt their sincerity. Meanwhile, another friend says less, but is always there to help when you need it. It's these actions that clearly show who genuinely cares and is reliable. What's interesting is that when you focus on what people do, instead of just listening to what they say, you set a standard. You're telling them, "I'm not just listening to your words. I'm watching your actions." And that makes a real impact. They realize they can't just talk their way into your life. They have to prove they are sincere and trustworthy. But remember, this isn't about becoming negative or distrusting everyone. It's about being wise, about protecting your feelings with a bit of Stoic wisdom. It means not letting emotions carry you away, but staying grounded in reality. So, remember, pay attention to actions, not just words. Approach love and relationships with a Stoic mindset, logical thinking, observation, and thoughtfulness. Because in the end, actions carry more weight than words. Let actions be the measure of truth, and you will find more genuine and lasting relationships. Lesson 7. Cultivating healthy skepticism. In modern life, Stoicism offers us a realistic and powerful perspective, especially useful in love and dating. The Stoics teach us that seeing situations for what they truly are, rather than through subjective desires, is the way to live an authentic and fulfilling life. When someone says all the right things, it's easy for us to believe them, even if there are warning signs we choose to ignore. This is where healthy skepticism becomes a superpower, helping us stay rational and not get swept away by illusions. Healthy skepticism is not about being pessimistic or distrustful. It's about staying realistic and not accepting everything blindly. Imagine you meet someone new and they seem perfect. They say sweet things and paint a beautiful picture of the future. But don't rush. Stoic skepticism advises you to slow down, observe, and see if their actions match their words. This not only helps you stay calm, but also protects your heart from unnecessary hurt. Your happiness depends on the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher-emperor, reminded us. Cultivating healthy skepticism helps us maintain this quality of thought, ensuring we don't get lost in illusions. Cultivating healthy skepticism is not about constantly questioning others, but about thinking deeply, listening to words, and observing actions. Take the time to truly understand someone and see if they are consistent and sincere. This helps you see things more clearly and not get carried away by fleeting emotions. Suppose you start dating someone new. They seem perfect, always saying sweet things and promising a wonderful future. However, you notice they frequently change their words or are inconsistent in their actions. Instead of quickly trusting them, you decide to apply Stoic healthy skepticism. You observe closely, taking the time to understand them better before deciding to go further. By doing so, you not only protect your heart, but also avoid unnecessary illusions and disappointments. Moreover, this skepticism helps you protect your heart. When you keep a bit of skepticism, you don't rush into a relationship without certainty. You give yourself the chance to understand the other person fully before making a decision, avoiding illusions and disappointments. Apply this lesson to your life. Be smart, attentive, and don't let emotions take over. This is how you protect your mental and emotional health. Stoicism encourages us to live thoughtfully, logically, and rationally. Don't shut yourself off, but approach new opportunities with consideration and wisdom. Start today. Apply healthy skepticism and feel the difference it brings to your life. Lesson 8. Saying no with confidence. In Stoicism, standing firm in your values and having the courage to uphold your principles is incredibly important. This is especially meaningful when it comes to saying no in relationships. Saying no means understanding your beliefs and not hesitating to maintain your expectations, even if it causes some disruption. Imagine you are in a relationship, and your partner suggests something that makes you uncomfortable. It could be moving too fast or asking you to do something against your values. The easy choice might be to agree, but this is where your Stoic mindset becomes crucial. Saying no in these situations is all about valuing yourself, your beliefs, and your boundaries. Let's be realistic, this isn't easy. It can be very difficult, especially when you care about the person. That little voice in your head keeps whispering, "What if saying no makes them leave?" But here's the thing. We need to muster our courage. Stoicism isn't just about dealing with external challenges. It's also about facing our internal struggles. Saying no is all about self-respect. It shows that you value yourself and won't settle for anything less than what you deserve. Naturally, this carries risks. You might lose them. However, the crucial point here is, if saying no to something that goes against your values makes someone leave, then perhaps they were not the right person for you in the first place. Suppose you've been dating someone for a few months, and they want you to move in with them. You feel that things are moving too fast, and you're not ready for this big step. You decide to say no to this proposal, even though you know it might upset your partner. However, by saying no, you affirm that your values and boundaries are more important than pleasing someone else. This not only helps you maintain your integrity, but also shows that you value yourself and that your relationship should be based on mutual respect and genuine understanding. Adopting this approach can truly change the dynamics of a relationship. When someone realizes that you're not afraid to say no and that you won't compromise your values just to please them, it changes how they perceive you. It shows that you respect yourself and value who you are. And trust me, that is incredibly attractive. Here's another perspective from Stoicism. Saying no is not just about setting boundaries with others. It's also about being honest with yourself. It's about recognizing your true desires and needs in a relationship and standing by them. It's about not letting the fear of being alone push you into decisions that don't align with your true self. Pause and reflect on this. Affirm that saying no is not only acceptable, but necessary. It's about living authentically, living with integrity, as the Stoics emphasized. It's about fostering relationships based on mutual respect and genuine connection, rather than fear and compromise. Always remember, saying no with confidence not only helps you protect your values, but also creates an environment of respect and sincerity in your relationships. Apply this lesson to your life. Become smart, attentive, and don't let emotions dictate your actions. This is how you protect your mental and emotional health. Stoicism encourages us to live a life of thoughtful, logical, and rational thinking. Don't shut yourself off, but approach new opportunities with consideration and wisdom. Start today, apply healthy skepticism, and feel the difference it brings to your life. Lesson 9. Don't chase. Always value yourself. This deeply connects with everything we've discussed, especially from a Stoic perspective. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. This idea is very meaningful when we think about relationships. It means recognizing that chasing someone who is pulling away is not only futile but also goes against valuing and acknowledging your own worth. Imagine this situation. You are dating someone. Everything seems great, but then they start to create distance. Our natural instinct, which we've all experienced, is to chase them, trying to close that gap. But this is where Stoicism can guide us. Stoics would ask, why are you pursuing something that is not within your control? The answer lies in your self-worth, dignity, and inner peace. Chasing someone who is pulling away is like trying to catch water with your hands. It's futile and leaves you feeling empty. Instead, the Stoic approach encourages you to stand firm in your self-worth. If someone is pulling away, let them go. This isn't about being cold or uncaring. It's about recognizing that you can't control someone else's feelings or actions, but you can fully control how you choose to respond. Let's face it, this isn't simple. Resisting the urge to chase someone requires significant inner strength. However, it's about trusting that if someone truly values you, they will show it. It's about refusing to let someone else's behavior define your worth. It's about affirming, I deserve respect, and if you don't see that, someone else will. This mindset changes everything. It puts the power back in your hands. You are no longer at the mercy of someone else's unpredictable actions. You are in charge of your own feelings and actions. This brings strength, and honestly, it brings freedom. And the interesting thing is, when you stop chasing others and start investing in yourself, your life, your growth, amazing things happen. You naturally attract people who are drawn to your strength, confidence, and self-worth. It's like you're broadcasting a message that says, I value myself, and I recognize that. When you truly believe in your worth, not relying on others' validation, you become a magnet for those who respect and value you for who you are. Internalize this lesson. Affirm that we never have to chase anyone. Apply the Stoic mindset to our relationships, calm, self-respect, and focusing on what we can manage. It's about finding inner peace within yourself, not seeking validation from others. When you truly embody and apply the Stoic mindset in your life, you'll see a range of benefits emerge. First, you'll feel more confident in yourself and your worth. This helps you build healthier relationships based on mutual respect rather than dependency. You'll notice that the people around you will start respecting you more because they sense your self-respect and stability. Second, you'll have a less stressful life. By not chasing others and not trying to control things beyond your reach, you reduce unnecessary anxiety and pressure. Instead, you can focus on what truly matters and is within your control. Finally, you'll feel happier and more at peace. When you value and love yourself, you live a more fulfilling life. You no longer seek validation from others. Instead, you find joy and satisfaction from within. Apply this mindset to your daily life and feel the positive changes it brings. Be confident and self-respecting, and let the world see your true value. Before we conclude today's conversation, I want you to remember that in the grand tapestry of life, your self-worth is the brightest thread, binding everything together. Like the Stoics believed, you control your reaction to what happens around you. Never forget that your honor and self-respect are in your own hands. Harness your inner strength. Let every action, decision, and boundary reflect the amazing person you are becoming. And if you ever doubt yourself, remember this moment and the Stoic philosophies we have discussed. Life is not just something to endure. It is an opportunity to grow, to become stronger and wiser each day. If you find these lessons valuable, remember that you can show love without words. Let your actions spread love and make a difference. Truly listen when others speak, because attention and empathy are the most precious gifts you can offer. Always be ready to help, without expecting anything in return, for selfless actions are the highest expression of love. Share joys and sorrows together to create deep and genuine connections. Support others when they need it, because timely presence is a sign of love and loyalty. Create a safe space for everyone to be themselves without fear or judgment. Show patience and understanding to help others grow without feeling pressured. Empathize and accompany them, because sharing from the heart has healing power. Keep promises and be trustworthy, as trust is the foundation of all relationships. Show care and attention genuinely, because sometimes the smallest gestures represent the greatest love. These small actions will make a significant difference and help you express love in a refined and profound way. If you enjoyed our conversation today, why not explore more? Check out our playlist displayed on the screen. It's filled with insights, stories, and tips to help you navigate life with more wisdom and confidence. Click on it, and let's continue this journey together. Thank you for spending time watching our video. Always remember, you are not navigating this journey alone. We are all learning together, step by step, day by day. If you found this video meaningful, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to support our channel by liking and subscribing. Until our next conversation, take care, stay wise, and keep embracing the Stoic spirit within you.